Welcome to Pleasure Writing. I'm Will.
I'm Max.
And we are back. Thanks for being patient. We've been traveling. We've been at the DC show. We've been everywhere.
Yeah. It's been a busy month.
We're now
busy August for us.
We're now back in Carmel. It's Concours week, and we've had Montblanc in the store.
We sure
And
have.
we thought we'd show you some of the amazing Montblanc stuff that they brought with them. I think you said you want to start with the Glacier.
Yeah, this is all exciting. I mean, most of the stuff's been announced. It's very exciting preview stuff. So even while the rep was here, we weren't allowed to necessarily release everything out to the public. We couldn't let it out of our door. But we were excited to show it off just because everything that she brought was pretty fantastic.
I don't think we can sell anything on this table right now.
But we're excited to share it with you just
absolutely.
because it's worth checking out. It's pretty great. I'm going to start down at the bottom of the line here.
Yeah.
Again, this is all just classic Montblanc. This is the Douai ballpoint, and I think in one of our first videos I went bananas over the mechanism of some ballpoint. It might have been a Star Walker, but it was a Montblanc ballpoint. And the Douai, as always, is gorgeous up here in their lovely little false cap. But the thing to take away from the Glacier line is essentially the new color ways that they have coming out. So there's this kind of muted blue in the pens. There is, I'll do the white. After that, the white.
This is a took 146, I think, is the size of it. It's a cartridge converter.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lovely white, and then these, it's a similar blue. But this is metallic blue.
Yeah.
Up on the,
so the trim is actually going to be kind of a, I don't even know how to describe it. It's a frost blue. It's a frosty sort of blue.
It's gorgeous. And again, we'll put stuff up next to us and overlay. And
we will. You can't stop us. We'll do whatever we want to do. But then, I mean, really the reason that I want to talk about the Glacier line is because of this. And this is the Solitaire. And you can grab, so again, like I can get lost. You can feel the knurling on this, on the Douais, obviously. When you twirl them, there's a beautiful kind of coruscating light pattern that flickers on it. It's gorgeous, and we've always liked that. But there's something about this Glacier, this Solitaire Glacier, the blue that's coming through. Will says that this is the same color. I think that it's maybe slightly different. I get that it's in the same palette, but I mean, there's something about, as I was just saying, if color can be defined as light reflecting off of the surface, just what they've done here with the finish on this pen and what happens when you look at it in the light and rotate it. I mean, it looks as if it's moving independently from your motion.
It looks like it has moving parts that it actually does.
It really does. And I'm not even saying that's what they meant to have happen here. It's not like that evokes the idea of a glacier necessarily. you know, glaciers, they're really known for being mobile and they scoot around. They're not, you know,
for me it evokes the
energetic things, but
the film animations, the Mudridge, as you're
like
spinning something. Thank you. Yes, exactly. It's really interesting
to see this in person. And of course, we're going to throw up some videos online so you can go to the site and check it out and really get an idea about what this thing looks like in motion.
We'll have to do a pirouette of that one.
We'll definitely have to do a pirouette of this one. But I mean, just the movement of it, just every little minute movement that you make with your hand, it dances. I'm in love with this one. This one specifically, I'm a big fan of.
It's a Max pen.
It's a Max pen.
It's fantastic.
And I'm not even a big blue palette kind of guy. I say that all the time. I tend to be more reds and blacks, and I don't know. I guess really it's since I've started working with the pleasure of writing that blue has kind of come into my personal take. Like there's so many gorgeous pens that just happen to stick in the blue palette.
It's a really popular color.
Yeah, it sure is. It's the most popular color, I think, among men.
Probably, yeah. So we'll do Brothers Grimm. I brought out a ballpoint. This is the new writer's edition for this year. It's got this gorgeous kind of leafy pattern around it. It's Jacob Grimm. I don't remember his brother's name now. But they're both on the...
Jacob and...
Hans, maybe?
Braden.
Mason. It does say...
Could be Mason.
Es war einmal. I know that it says once upon a time. My German is terrible. I'm sorry about that. The only things I know how to say are I have no idea, and then 2 different ways to apologize.
That was English.
What? Ich habe keine Ahnung. Es tut mir leid. I think that means it does mean...
Es tut mir leid. I hear you.
Yeah, Helmut's going to love that. So this is the Brothers Grimm ballpoint again.
So it's supposed to evoke both kind of this like foresty, nature-ish kind of thing, but also Rapunzel's hair, because Rapunzel is the
Grimm's fairy tales,
the most famous of the Grimm fairy tale.
And let's mention that if you've not read the Grimm's fairy tales, you have not really read fairy tales. They are grim. They are morbid and macabre. The Cinderella one, I think,
which is not why they're called the Grimm's fairy tales.
No,
we should
probably. Yeah.
it's a happy coincidence.
Yeah. But yeah, this is the Brothers Grimm, and it's a gorgeous one. We'll be taking some pictures with the vines here in Carmel, I think. Very soon.
For sure. We're going to throw this pen into the vines.
Right. And I think
and then whoever finds it will be out there in Carmel somewhere.
It's going to be a scavenger hunt.
We got the city torn apart. Now we're in front of the city council.
Should we do the picture?
Yeah, let's do this. You want the Victoria?
Yeah.
I'll take the Albert.
The Victoria is amazing. These are the new patron of the arts, and
because there's two of them, you so rightly said in your mailer, the correct pluralization is the patrons of arts, which sounds wrong, but it is the right.
But it's correct.
So it's Victoria and Albert. It's the famous pair, the famous couple.
Yeah.
Who
you know,
Victoria was. We'll let you guess which Victoria Albert I'm talking about. Fat Albert from the cartoon. No, Queen Victoria and her consort. I believe that was his actual title. Was
I think so,
royal consort.
Yeah.
Albert.
Yes.
And their great love, and how once Albert passed away, then of course that kind of led to this idea of what the Victorian era was, where everything was kind of dour because she herself became the widow queen.
Right.
It was a big deal.
And then, as we said, patronized the arts. It supported the art world.
Sure. As most royals.
Revolution. Yeah. These are gorgeous. The Victoria has this lovely kind of green filigree pattern with a blue finial, and Albert has a burgundy.
Albert has a burgundy with this really lovely. And again, Montblanc is known for having really great promotional images of their pens. When they have new stuff coming out, I get very excited about that. Being the web guy, I can use that effectively in our marketing. But even then, so often a still image doesn't do justice to the final product. Exactly. We saw that with our Pilot SEs. The still images didn't do it. Once you had them in front of the custom SEs, they shimmer and dance. They're crazy. They're crazy. Which this one specifically, the finial on this cap is just bananas.
They're both. They're
both very beautiful.
So this is all burgundy. This I noticed is a blue complemented by the green. Yeah, which I think looks really good.
It's really beautiful.
It's gorgeous. And this has a different filigree. This is a very intricate kind of curly Q pattern, whereas that one
more brick-like.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to say somebody else might describe this as like almost a carbon fiber kind of pattern, but probably Albert wouldn't really jive with his aesthetic.
And then these are the final of the patrons of the arts line. It's Montblanc's 100th year, I think, coming up, and they're going to be redoing a lot. I don't think we're speaking out of turn. That they're going to be kind of revisiting their whole line, and
there's a lot of big moves.
Yeah,
being made.
A lot of stuff.
So, say that.
New lines will be really, really exciting. So keep your eye out for those.
It's already exciting.
So there's that. And then the final one, so like I said, we just went to DC and we were asked a lot about this one. And do you want the ballpoint or do you want the, you know what, you take the fountain pen, I'll take the ballpoint.
Okie dokie.
Because
we had a ton of people coming up to our table asking about if we had this to show them. Unfortunately, we didn't.
Right.
Now
you probably already know what this is. This is the new Rouge Noir Baby.
Now I know what you're asking. Why is it called the Baby?
I mean,
go ahead. We'll tell them.
You open that up.
Because little.
It's tiny.
But I mean,
look at that little pen.
Yeah, just adorable.
It twists posts on the back, and then the ballpoint is simply a. It doesn't get smaller.
Oh, you're right. It has and it's not even like a Star Walker. It has just like the most subtle twist post on the back.
Yeah, really tiny.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. No clip on the fountain pen, but I mean, I don't think you need it at that point.
I liked this already, and that's a whole new aspect of it.
Yeah.
I love that.
I think it just slips on.
That is fantastic.
Yeah, so we have these for a few more days. Montblanc was kind enough to lend them to us for Concours. So if you are in Carmel, please stop by the shop. By the time you watch this, we may not have these in. But I know that we are, for example, getting the full set of the Grimm. We'll have the fountain pen, ballpoint, and rollerball. I think we have the rollerball of the Albert coming, probably. We will have.
We have a lot, and we have a ton of stuff.
Authorized Montblanc dealer. You can get any of these from us, and we'll happily order them for you. So, so visit us at thepleasureofwriting.com. We should have an update on the site soon, as a matter of fact, and I'm going to leave that there. We'll just tease that.
Yeah. Maybe cool stuff's going to happen soon.
Could be.
Maybe not.
Maybe cool stuff already happened, depending on when you're watching this.
Maybe cool stuff is always happening. Ideally.
That's what we do with Pleasure Writing. It's all cool stuff. It'd be great
if whoever was in charge of the website was constantly making cool stuff happen on there.
You know, we should do a video with whoever's in charge of the website. All right, I think that's a dismount. Thanks for joining us. We're really happy you enjoyed the YouTube channel. Talk soon.
Good to be back. We'll see you soon.